Good day and welcome to Google Slides mini tutorials. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to access and modify files that you have on your computer from Microsoft Office, more specifically Microsoft PowerPoint, and be able to edit them using Google Slides, but not actually uploading or converting your files to Google Slides. So just to clarify what I mean by that, you have Microsoft Office presentation files on your computer that people may have sent you or that you've had there before, but you no longer have a copy of Microsoft Office, or you never had a copy, but you still want to be able to access those presentation files or edit them. So instead of uploading your presentation to Google Slides, as I've shown you in the past, Google has created a Chrome extension that lets you access those local files directly on your computer, but using Google Slide. So might sound a little strange how a website can access your files locally, but that's what that Chrome extension does. It provides that link between the two so that you can access the files locally and keep them locally, but you're using Google Slides to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. First thing you need to do is go ahead and get the Chrome extension. So if you go to Google Slides page, which is www.google.com/slides/about, and scroll down the page, you'll come to this section here that says works with PowerPoint, and there's a link here for Chrome extension. I'll provide this link directly in the description of the video. So once you click on that, it'll bring you to the Google extension webpage where you see the offline editing for docs, sheets, and slides. So this extension works with all Microsoft Office products, as well as I should say work with all Google products such as the docs, sheets, and slides that are compatible with Microsoft Office. So once you're on this page, you go ahead and click on the link that says Add to Chrome, and go ahead and click on Add Extension, and just give it a minute or so, and it should install and activate that extension. Now, first time I installed it, I guess I didn't pay much attention, but I didn't know how to use it. It took me a few minutes to figure it out. But basically, all you have to do once you have this installed is to drag your files into Chrome. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up a new web page here. Don't have to do this, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up that presentation I had in the past. And this one here. So I went and created a PowerPoint presentation. It's only a very basic one previously, and I want to modify it, but I don't want to upload it. I just want to keep it on my computer, so I can drag that right into Google Chrome. And when I do that, it loads up the extension, Chrome extension, and then it loads up the Google Slides. And as you see here, Office editing for docs, sheets, and slides. You can now edit Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files from your hard drive, Google Drive, Gmail, and more using docs, sheets, and slides. All of your edits are automatically saved, and you can always save the original format too. Let me go ahead and got it. So now we are in Google Slides, same thing that we've seen before. And one thing that's a bit different is saving, or where it's saved. So normally your presentation or your Google Slides is stored in Google Drive. But if I go ahead and look at this, this is now on my computer. Now, I went ahead and updated this, and it says here, edits will not be automatically saved. Will not be automatically saved. And I have the option to save now. I don't know if this is just a limitation of the extension, but when you first open it, you can view them. If you want to modify them, you have to save it before you can move any further. So I can go ahead and click on Save Now. It's going to ask me where I want to save this. Now, you have two options. You can go right back to where you had your presentation. You can select the presentation, and you can override it with the exact same file. There's no problem that I found doing this. It seemed to work perfectly fine. Or you can choose another presentation, so you can rename it if you don't want to make any modifications to your original file. So I'm going to go ahead and just overwrite the original one. So I went ahead and selected it, and I select saved. It'll ask me if I want to override it, and I say yes. So now it's went ahead and saved the file. Now if you notice up here it says file saved, and it says all edits will now be saved automatically. So if you have a look here, I went and said Title 1 new. So if I go here, bring this up in PowerPoint, you see that Title 1 new. So this is the file that I'm working on. Let me move this out of the way. Here. Now if I go ahead and modify this, update 2. So I went in and just updated this. Now, as it appears, I'm modifying this right in Google Slides online. So you can see that it was saving here, and now it's saved. If I go back to this file, open it again, and now you can see update 2. So any changes that I'm making inside of this file is now being displayed here. So basically, this is a PowerPoint and Excel and Google Docs viewer for Microsoft files. So if you don't have Microsoft on your computer, this is an excellent way to be able to bring up those files and modify those files, but still keep them locally if you don't want them to be uploaded to Google Drive. So that's it. That's how you go ahead and access the Chrome extension, get it up and running, and access files that are stored on your computer. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, subscribe and have a great day.